I just got done with the most bullshit job shift I've ever experienced in my entire life. As you guys know, I used to, as of right now, I used to work at Amazon. I was an Amazon delivery worker, or not delivery. I was an Amazon warehouse associate. Okay, that's a professional term for it. And I see now that I really took my position for granted. I really, really did. Now that I've experienced this, really, really, truly took what I had for granted. It's a possibility that I might be able to get that job back. So it's not all bad. And I am doing Uber Eats and Grubhub in between to pay my bills at least. Maybe not paying off my bills, but I'm paying my bills to some degree until I can get some better job security. You know, that's what I'm doing right now. And guess what? I had the wonderful opportunity about last week to get, an opportunity to work at FedEx, right? I showed up for 2 days of orientation. I missed the third day. And I had to email the fucking proctor, and they didn't respond. But about 5 days later, got a call from one of the managers, I presume, or supervisors or whoever. His name is Travis. Thank you, Travis. You were kind. All right, I like Travis. All right, good dude. All right, called me. He said, "Hey, I see you're on the schedule, but you haven't came in since orientation. If you'd like to continue with the job, then we'd love to have you, right?" And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, right?" So I messaged him. I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I messaged him like 8 hours later, but I was like, hey, I can come in tomorrow, and if the position's still open for me, I'll come in." Right? FedEx package handler. How hard could it be? I've worked a warehouse job before at Amazon. Granted, it was quite fancy for a warehouse job, but still a warehouse job, and it was good. We got breaks, and it was leeway, and it's a warehouse job, right? You wouldn't think it's very strict. It's just, hey, just make sure you hit your rate, and you're good, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can just, but just make sure you hit your rates, and just fucking, and we'll let you do whatever the fuck you want, right? You can go take a bathroom break. You can go do this. You can go do that, right? But just make sure it's within reason. All right, of course, yeah, of course, man. But I come in today, and mind you, this is my first time ever really working. Not first time ever, but first time really having to prepare for a full early morning shift. This shift started at 2 a.m. The most I've been accustomed to is a 6 a.m. start, right? Or a start at 5 p.m. that goes into 5 a.m. or that's not, no, 7 a.m. start that goes in, or 7 p.m. start that goes into 5 a.m. That's the extent that I've ever had to work time wise, right? And I imagine the benefits of a shift like that early, right? Or that late, I presume, is just, hey, you don't have people on your ass. You don't have motherfuckers fucking sitting and breathing on your neck, and you can just fucking work, and you can just enjoy the shift, and you can just get through it, and you can, what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea to just fucking, try it out, right? Try out a morning shift and see what it's like, right? Because I imagine, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was just naive, right? Maybe all morning shifts aren't what they're cracked up to be in my mind. Maybe they're not some laid back shit where you don't have to work as hard because it's in the morning, right? Nobody's really gonna be on your ass until 7, right? And then you have 2 hours left. You have a break, and you can have bathroom breaks whenever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought, but no, not at FedEx. No, not at FedEx. At FedEx? Oh no, buddy. So I come in, right? And I came in 30 minutes early because, of course, I missed my third day of orientation. I did not have the fucking Blue Yonder app that they have for employees where you can see your schedule. I did not have that. I don't even have direct deposit set up, right? I'm gonna have to come and pick up a check. I might not even do that, but I came in and no one really to be fucking seen, right? Once I actually walked in the building, no one that I knew at least that I recognized, and I was like, okay, so I'm fucked because I can't clock in. I don't know how to see my schedule. I don't know anything, right? And so I asked a few people around, and they're like, just try and find anybody that you recognize from your orientation, maybe, or no, they didn't even suggest fucking, I'll call her T, right? Oh, actually, I already fucking already exposed Travis at this point. Who fucking cares? I'll call her T, right? She was the proctor, and they said that she actually was not here for the whole week, right? She was not here for the whole week. And they're like, okay, well, you'll just have to. They advised me to just find some kind of supervisor or manager to talk to, and lo and behold, I find Travis, the person who called me, right? And so he got me set up, right? He got my little fingerprint to fucking clock in and everything. And I was like, wow, this is great. He only got one of my fingers for the fingerprint. A lot of shit, that's another thing too. A lot of shit at FedEx is really like fucking not functioning properly. Amazon was very buttoned up. I'll say that, man. Amazon, like, there wasn't very much shit at Amazon that was fucked up or like not functioning properly. Like, bro, it was a very well-oiled machine at that fucking company, my nigga. Here, it's like a oil. No, bro, my nigga. I'm gonna get into that, but let's continue on with my story here, right? So he gets me set up to the best of his ability. He couldn't actually clock me in until later, and so another supervisor that came in, Connor was his name. He told Connor, "Hey, I have this new day one here. I can't get him clocked in, but just take over for me, right?" He just passed me around to Connor like fucking like. So Connor, he takes me through, and he's like, "Okay, well, we're just gonna process you with the rest of the guys, and I'm just gonna train you a little bit and show you around and how this is gonna go with the package handler and all this shit." Mind you, this is a 2 a.m. start, and honestly, bro, I'm not even that mad about the early morning start. I was not tired at all the entire time, bro. I hit the gym earlier this morning. Dude, I went to bed at like 5:20, right? And I couldn't even sleep. I cannot recall being able to sleep. I probably at most got like 2 hours of sleep, like actual sleep. The rest was just me fucking nodding off and having my eyes closed while the fucking sun was blinding me through my windshield, right? And I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. I was conscious the entire time. But I guess somehow my body just was fucking able to, like, from the rest of just not doing anything, it was fully rested. And I literally did not feel sleepy at all going like to the gym or like doing anything. Like, I felt completely good. And even throughout this entire grueling fucking experience, I felt like fine, like energy wise. Not energy, but like systemic fatigue wise. Like, I did not feel fatigued to the point where like, oh, I'm gonna fucking pass out on the job or fall asleep or whatever. Like, no, right? It wasn't to that degree, but this was some bullshit. He teaches me how to like essentially get into like the whole process after like showing me his like shit. They got the little wristband set up for me where you would what's it called? You would like have the wristband on and you'd have like the little small screen on there that would like tell you whenever you'd scan a package where to put that package in the truck, because how the package handler position is set up, at least for me, is how they put this thing on your wrist. It was like a little monitor, right? And whenever you would scan something like a package barcode, it would relay back to whatever truck you're assigned to if you scan the right barcode that's assigned to the right truck. And it would fucking show you, okay, this is where to put it and how to stack it or wherever fuck, and boom, it would just go like that, right? And he told me, which he was very much right in this, that right now it will be slow, but it's gonna the pace is gonna be picked up soon, and just be ready. And I was like, okay, still at that time, didn't really understand. I was kind of just going through emotions because it was slower, but to a degree I was getting it. I was like, okay, I was managing 2 trucks at a time, and I'm like, okay, this isn't that hard, right? I was like, okay, this isn't that hard, this isn't that bad, until I look and an hour passed, and I thought 2 had passed, right? And I started to kind of think to myself, when am I gonna get a break? And I recalled back to orientation when the proctor said, oh yeah, so you're not gonna get full break times like 30-minute breaks. You're just gonna get rest breaks. You know, just go to a little rest break room and get a Snapple, have a donut, and you'll be fine. Right? This is not a full-time shift, guys. This is a part-time position. So you don't want to bring the whole kitchen sink with you for lunch. That was pretty much the proctor's words. So I recall back to that moment, and then things started to kind of set in. I, by that point, had ran out of water. I had drunk all my water, and I didn't know if I was even permissioned to go off and go get more water, because for one, it was like a fucking whole 2-minute walk to go get like to the nearest water fountain, right? For one, and for two, like while I was on the line, because how it worked is like packages would just come out on a conveyor, right? They just come out on a conveyor, and you and like if it was on your side of like the fucking truck passage or whatever the fuck, like if you like had 2 even number trucks, like if you I had numbers 980 and 970, right? Which are even numbers, right? If a box was coming on my side, then I would have to check and see if it's my fucking number, and then I'd have to scan and put the shit in. But if it was on the other person's side, then it would probably be like an odd number. Sometimes it wouldn't be though, because of the way that they would load the conveyor belt. And my supervisor was getting mad at me, like passive aggressive with me, because I wasn't fucking able to catch every little box that was passing through, right? And he had the fucking gall, like, I don't know when. This was like still earlier in the shift, but he had the gall. He was like, you know, Steven, I'm not gonna be here all the time to pick up, you know, your boxes if they pass. You know, I'm not gonna be able to pass them through for you. You know, you're gonna have to come back all the way and grab the boxes yourself. And I'm like, okay, all right, right? But I got a little bit pissed off at that, right? Because this is my thing. I don't like to show my hand too quickly, right? When it comes to my work ethic, because and maybe this is ego talking, but I like to think that I'm a very hard worker. I'm a very hard worker, and I work harder than a lot of motherfuckers. However, when you work hard, people expect that all the time. They expect that all the fucking time. That's how I was getting fucking fucked up at Amazon, because I was trying too hard. I was working too hard, right? And they saw that, and they're like, oh, you're doing good, man. You're doing great. Just make sure you do that the entire time, and try not to take too many breaks, right? That's where they got me fucked up. That's where you got me fucked up. You're not gonna tell me not to take breaks, okay? You're not gonna tell me to go at my maximum capacity the entire fucking time. You're not gonna tell me that, right? I'm telling you, you're not gonna tell me that, right? And so for him to say that though, in that moment, because at that point I still was like I said, I was just going through the motions. I was just trying to fucking get through the shift. But he said that, and a part of me just clicked, and I'm like, okay, I gotta show this nigga who I am now, right? And so I start working hard. I start actually fucking doing shit. And all the fucking boxes I had propped up against the truck, the big ass boxes that I had to fucking figure out how to load in there, I loaded them in. And I got all the fucking boxes that he was having to pass through, and all the ones that were fucking backed up, and I got all that shit. And I started being able to keep up, right? And it was starting to look like I'm like at the top of this shit. Like I'm like fucking one of the top performers, right? But lo and behold, not very long after, okay, it doesn't take very long for the shit to just continue, because again, I cannot perform at that capacity the entire time. Still had no water. I ran out of water within like the first hour and a half of my shift. This was probably by like hour 3. All right, this was probably by like hour 3. And so I'm telling you, like, as the shift just started to drag on and on and on. And I don't think I mentioned this yet. I could not use my phone. Phones are not prohibited in the FedEx workplace, apparently, right? Or they're prohibited. I don't know what the fucking, I don't know. But you can't use your phone. You can't use headphones. Those were like the 2 main things that got me through working at Amazon. The fact that I could have headphones and at least my phone on me, right? right? And then this nigga was playing his fucking corny ass music through his fucking Temu JBL speaker. I was looking around me, yo, everybody's dehydrated. Everyone else around me looks tired. I'm not even tired, and I'm feeling like this. Like, again, I'm telling you, I'm not even tired. You see how much energy I have. I'm not even fucking tired. I'm not. I genuinely think I could go through the whole day from now to like 9 p.m. and be fucking full of energy with no fucking, like, I didn't take no fucking, I didn't take no caffeine or nothing, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, the most I had was some fucking goddamn, fucking creatine, nigga. That's the most I had today. Was creatine and Gatorade. And 2 bananas. That's all I had. And like some deli meat sandwiches from fucking 7-Eleven. Like, bro, I didn't have much, right? And I have all this energy. And I'm still feeling like this. So when I look around me and I'm just feeling all this depressive energy, everyone looks fucking like the soul has been sucked out of them. The one guy that I talked to earlier before I actually started working with them, you know, we were making small talk or whatever. He told me he'd been working there for 2 months by that point. And I was like, okay, all right, that's good to know. You know, he also told me he worked at Amazon as well himself. And so I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't wrong to give this a shot, right? Maybe I wasn't wrong to give this a fair shot and a fair try and really see what this is about, right? Maybe this isn't like so grueling. Maybe this isn't something I really have to fucking prepare myself for to the utmost degree and like have, you know what I'm saying? But I was wrong. I'm telling you, I was wrong. This was fucking bullshit. All right. Thank God I didn't have to use the bathroom, right? Because if I had not been there for like up to like 5 minutes, because again, I when I finally went to go actually fucking get water, right? This was like 5 hours into my shift. Okay. 5 hours into my shift, I finally go to get fucking water. And I'm gone for like 2 minutes max, right? And by the time I get back, my shit is loaded. And he's like, yeah, your stuff's backed up, Steven. You're gonna have to fucking, or whatever fuck you're gonna have to, you know, pick up the pace. You're gonna have to load these up and make sure that all this is gone, right? I look under the conveyor belt. It's filled with fucking boxes. Some are not even mine. Some are from fucking all the way down there at 960, and I'm at 970 and 980, right? So I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, bro, you cannot expect me to fucking sit here and you know, because the proctor as well, they said, you know, sometimes if they want a little bit more, you know, fucking rate or whatever the fuck, they'll have you go for like latest like till 9:45. I'm already coming an hour early. I got there 30 minutes early as well. On top of that, you know how early I had to wake up? I had to wake up at 10:45. No, I had to wake up at 10:15. Is that right? I think so. 10:15 I had to wake up. If not, no. I had to wake up at 10:25, 10:30. I had to wake up at 10:30 this morning, okay? And I get there out 30 minutes early, and I'm already coming within its own right an hour early. And the concept of staying another fucking 45 minutes, and I still had another hour left. Mind you, it's been 30 minutes since I left, right? I did not finish my shift. And bro, because as the shift was going through, I started thinking to myself, I cannot see myself coming back tomorrow. Right? I cannot see myself coming back tomorrow because of the way that this shit was going. We were not getting any breaks this entire time. And I get it. We're not promised any breaks, but like at least a rest break. I thought, you know, with the whole rest breaks thing, we were going to get like 5-minute break every like hour or so. And I'm like, okay, that's not really good. But hey, it's something. We didn't even get any of that. We didn't get nothing, bro. We didn't get no time to sit down. I felt guilty sitting down. I shouldn't feel guilty sitting down. No. Hell no. Hell no. I should not feel guilty in that. Right? And I just looked around me, you know, especially at the guy that said he'd been there for 2 months. I'm just like, yo, this is a part-time position. It's paying $18.50 an hour, right? Like, and it's like it is what? max like a 7-hour shift, bro, the most you're making from this shit is like 140, and that's before tax. Bro, this is fucking bullshit. Why would you put yourself through this? I promise there's better jobs. That's what I kept telling myself. Like, yo, there's better fucking jobs. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I've never went into a fucking any type of like, well, even when I worked at fucking Mark's, and I hated working at Mark's. I didn't, bro. It never had been this bad. It never had been this bad to the point where I'm just thinking and contemplating, like, yo, should I come back and like pick up my check? Should I come back and try and like acquire direct deposit, or should I just fucking leave? Because is the money even not like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, yes, sure, like, oh, you can say I wasted my time or whatever, like, oh, you came at 2 a.m. and you just left before, like, an hour before the fucking shift even ended. Bro, this video is 23 minutes long, and there's still another like 30 minutes, if not like an hour left of their shift back in that fucking building. I'm so glad I left. I don't care. I don't care if I don't get paid, okay? I'll take that. I'll take that loss, because I will fucking find something else. I'll get a fucking security job maybe. So I don't know, my nigga, but I will find something better than that. I will work at Home Depot. I will work at Charlie's Cheesesteaks before I fucking attempt this shit again, my nigga. This was like, bro, I felt like a fucking pawn. I felt like a jester in that bitch. I felt like a slave. I felt like a fucking slave working in that facility. Cause what the fuck? It was filled with doom and despair. It was filled with bullshit. Nobody there looked happy. Nobody was enjoying themselves. I started dancing and talking to myself, and niggas looking at me like I'm crazy. Nigga, you're crazy. You worked here for 2 months. You got paid, right? You got paid. So, like, what the fuck are you here for, my nigga? What are you here? Like I said, I'm telling you, there are better jobs. There are better jobs. There are. So why are you working here? Like, what, bro? Like, I'm telling you, I don't know. Hey, like, if you work at FedEx and you like it, and that's your bread and butter or whatever the fuck, man, hey, you do what you do. But I can't do the having to sneak my headphones in and, oh, man, let me hide away my phone, and, oh, put your phone in the car. Bro, suck my dick. I'm not putting my phone nowhere. What? Like, excuse me? Like, bro, like, don't talk to me with none of that bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, literally, I walked out the building. I was like, yo, this is fucking ridiculous. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. This is unbeknownst to me, because why would you subjugate yourself to this? That's all I could think, right? Bro, I'll tell you, like, the whole process of me leaving was just, I was really like contemplating just, okay, do I want to come back tomorrow? The absolute answer was no. Okay, and then I was like, okay, well, do I at least want to come back and collect a direct deposit, or like just a check or something? Do I want, like, you know, do I at least just want the money from this shift, right? Do I at least want to fucking like try and, like, you know, finagle my way into, you know, or whatever the fuck? And I was just thinking, and I did the math, right? I was like, okay, I'm making less here than I was making at Amazon, right? There's an opportunity, because I looked into my Amazon A to Z app. They said I can reapply after July 1st. That's my plan at this point. I understood. I understand. I took what I had for granted, right? And I forgive myself, okay? And so I'm going to give myself another opportunity at that, right? But this is fucking bullshit, okay? So why would I subjugate myself to this for $144 within this one day? My day is not even over. It's not like my day is over. I have the whole day ahead of me to make money. I have the whole day ahead of me to do shit. So why would I fucking be so pent up over that $150 pre-tax? Why should I care? Why should that be such a big thing for me? Knowing that I don't want to come back tomorrow. I don't feel good here. I don't get rest breaks. I don't even, if I go fucking, like, God fucking forbid I take like a 10-minute shit break, right? Holy shit. If I went to go take a break to like go shit or piss or whatever the fuck, like, because the bathroom's far too. That's a long walk. God forbid I go to do any of that shit, because by the time I come back, it'll be like 50 packages loaded up for me, and some on the conveyor belt ready for me to fucking go take on my day one. And you're expecting me to put max output and all these other niggas aren't even doing that. Why are you on my dick? Right? And even with that, it's just like, bro, like, just, I don't even want to be in this environment where I gotta, like, no, right? I don't even, like, it took so much for me to fucking get here today. Why would I do this multiple times just for a chance of, like, maybe it'll get better? No, it's not gonna get better, bro. It's not gonna get better. I sat in there and I was like, okay, man, I see there's an escape route. I could just exit out of this truck because, like, it was like a little, like, exit that I could just go out through. And without having to pass it through past my fucking supervisor, I was like, man, I'm just gonna leave. I fucking took off the little wrist bullshit. I took off my fucking little scanner thing on my right hand. I fucking left because what the fuck? Like, I'm not staying for this. I won't stand for this, my nigga. I won't. I genuinely cannot fathom why you would decide to work here. At least not for a part-time shift. Maybe for full-time shift. I don't know what the fuck that looks like, and I don't want to know, right? But for a part-time shift, I understand. Sure. You know, a lot of part-time fucking shifts don't offer breaks or whatever. Fuck, I get it. I do. But bro, this fucking bullshit. I got 2 breaks, right, for a 10-hour shift at Amazon, and I got no breaks here. And when I went to go get water, it was like fucking Mount Everest was dropped on top of my task. No. Like, you won't get that from me. I want to provide my best to whatever it is that I'm providing a skill for or labor for. But bro, if you're going to tell me that, yeah, we have an hour left, but we gotta make sure by the time we leave that all of these fucking boxes are gone, and we have motherfuckers having large ass boxes propped against their truck, fucking boxes under the conveyor belt. No, I don't know how you do it. The guy, the other guy that I talked to, he looked like he was new, but I don't know. I would hope he wasn't fucking a vet. Okay, I would hope not. But he just randomly started talking to me. He was like, man, like, you don't even get no breaks. And I asked him, I was like, y'all don't get like no, like when do we get a rest break? Right? When does that happen? He was like, nah, man, we don't even get no breaks on the niggas. I'm like, on the niggas? You don't get no rest breaks on the niggas? Oh, no. I can't stand for that. I can't. I genuinely, I can't. And so I just left, right? And I felt so happy leaving because, yo, these niggas are fucking miserable, and I know they are. This supervisor, he's working so hard for what? Bro, like, go do something else. My nigga, I understand. I'm not even gonna say money can't be that tight because I know it is. But bro, there's better opportunities than this, right? I understand warehouse and you know, they fucking hire you on the spot, all that shit, whatever. Okay, I get it. I do. I understand. But there are better opportunities. My nigga, work as a server. Work as, like, bro, you can, like, there's so much that the world has to offer you. Lie on your application. Do something, bro. Anything to get out of that. Because my nigga, holy shit. Imagine becoming important at a job like that. Oh my God. Bro, talk about becoming important at your job. Imagine becoming important at your fucking FedEx warehouse job. I feel bad for you. God bless you. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, really, like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, I walked out and they fucking offered me donuts, right? And obviously I took that shit. I said, hey, can I get 2? They're like, oh yeah, I don't care. I was like, yeah, maybe 3. They're like, oh, you know, shut up, nigga. Okay, I deserve that, sure. Right? But like, you also deserve some fucking, you might deserve an ass beating, because why the fuck am I getting donuts after my 7-hour shift with no rest breaks? And I had to fucking force my way to get some water, my nigga. I had to just leave and say, yeah, I'm gonna go get water. And like, what, are they gonna stop me? Right? But the nigga did sound mad. He looked mad too, right? Because now he's got fucking, like, you know, it's just bullshit on top of bullshit, bro. The way that shit is set up is no. It should not be. That's no good. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of their labor, honestly, because I can't even take a win out of this, man. There's no win from this. There's no win from this, bro. This glazed donut isn't even fucking like it's dry. It's just a bad morning. Honestly, this was the worst job experience I've ever had. I wanted to give it a shot, even though I knew in my orientation, yo, this is probably gonna be some fucking bullshit, and it's 1000% worse than Amazon, just off orientation. My Amazon orientation felt like fucking cookies and cream. It felt like Disneyland in that bitch. I come here, it feels like fucking buds. It feels like some war camp or some shit, right? I'm like, what the fuck, man? No phone, no headphones, no brakes, bro. No brakes. I'm sorry, bro. I don't care. No breaks in a shift that starts at 2 a.m. should be illegal. I don't care how short the shift is. I don't care. Like, unless it's like an hour-long shift, don't tell me I'm not getting a break, because I will leave and I might file a complaint. I might sue you. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, please, like, I want you to, like, tell me someone, honestly, tell me I'm delusional. Tell me that I'm a spoiled brat, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Tell me whatever the fuck you need to tell me, because I genuinely want to know why you niggas would do this to yourself. Why would you work here? Bro, why would you work here? I don't get it. Like, look at this nigga fucking grabbing his head like this. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. He's gonna walk up, get greeted with fucking donuts and shit and Gatorade. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit, bro. Jesus Christ.